Hey everybody, this is Joey from the future, and I'm editing the video for today that's supposed to go up in like an hour and a half, and the audio is really bad. The audio is not great. I fixed some of the noise in the background, but there's a slight hum, and there's a baby crying for a little bit of it. So, if you're not a fan of bad audio, skip this one, it's totally okay. But if you don't mind, listen to it anyways, because it's a good episode about Oppenheimer. Okay, back to the show. Oh, it went to the oneer. The oneer doesn't work. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. Actually, your mic is hot now that I think about it, Eric.
The timer started too.
Oh no, I'll turn it off. That's fine. I am Become Death, and this is the review of Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was written and directed by Christopher Nolan, based on American Prometheus by Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwin. Cinematography by Hoyt van Hoytema. Last scene in the reviews, I'm pretty sure, of Nope. I don't think we've seen another movie he's cinematographied. Edited by Jennifer Lame. Music by Ludwig Göransson. Production companies were Syncope Inc. and Atlas Entertainment. Distributed by Universal Pictures with release dates of July 11, 2023 at Le Grand Rex, July 21st, 2023 in the United States and United Kingdom. Oppenheimer has a runtime of 180 minutes and a budget of $100 million. And as of July 29th, 2023, it has made $266 million in the worldwide box office. Oppenheimer is sitting at a 94% on the tomato meter with 408 reviews and a 92% audience score, 5,000 verified ratings, with a Metacritic score of 88. Oh my God, I got an ad.
Oh, I hate to see it.
I got an ad. With a Metacritic score of 88 from 68 reviews and a 9.0 user score from 672 ratings. But the only people whose opinions truly matter are ours, and you're getting 10 minutes of spoiler-free starting now. Bro, I heard everything in this movie is crazy. I can't remember the last time I've heard everything in a Christopher Nolan film.
I mean, the movie starts, so I was like, oh, this movie's going to be loud, too. I was like, this movie's just loud.
Oh,
because it does start with the rumbling.
Did you see it in the bigger format?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
whatever their thing is, like just like about the same size as IMAX, like regular IMAX. But yeah, I mean, the movie is loud, but at least though, like the talking points are there. Like he's not loud over talking the way he is in some of his other films.
So I think for the first hour of this 3-hour long movie, I was like, the soundtrack is way too fucking loud. The music is...
What up, baby?
What? Bro, really? What part of fucking text me did you not get? I don't understand. Yeah, the soundtrack for the first hour, too loud. And then after that, I could hear everything. And I was like, oh my God, I could hear these people talking. This shit's crazy.
But like, yeah, he doesn't know how to make a movie, though, that doesn't have points where you can't hear or it's like too loud. Like, the sound is always just too elevated at certain points in his movies.
I don't really think that matters, man. Like, so what if you can barely hear shit? It's cool. It looks cool.
It takes you out of the movie when you're just like, damn, this is loud. And then you're like, shit, what'd he say?
But the art, it can only look so cool until something is working against it. Like, sure, it looks cool, but if two motherfuckers with mouths are out there speaking a language that I can understand, I should be able to hear the shit. Unless there's a theatrical reason why I shouldn't be able to hear it. You know, like in points in movies when like a bomb goes off and then like somebody's hearing is impaired and then I can't hear two people speaking. That is a thematic, like that's a reason in the movie why I can't hear it. But if the only reason I can't hear two people having a conversation is because you told Ludwig to turn the music up, not a good fucking reason for me to not be able to hear two people talking.
So like the points where he's having like eternal struggle or whatever, like that's fine because he's like disoriented. So like it's loud, you know, you're supposed to be disoriented as well. There's times where you're not supposed to be disoriented in his movies sometimes, and you're like, this person is totally sound of mind. There ain't nothing going on. and then yet I still don't know what he's saying. I guess the issue with like something like Dunkirk is like, okay, I understand because you're like in planes, you're on boats, it's loud. The problem is at some point you got to be like, okay, I understand like having it feel like, you know, like I'm in there, but at some point in time it's like I need to actually like just be at a movie. Like I don't need to be in a fucking airplane.
I never saw Dunkirk, and the only issue I had with Tenet was the random boat scene where he's trying to talk with old boy.
Dunkirk, I think, is worse than Tenet.
Yeah, so think of that scene, all of Dunkirk.
Yeah, infinitely worse than Tenet with sound mixing.
And then,
I think Tenet got so much shit because it was the second time he had done that shit, where he just made a movie that was completely you can't understand it.
Yeah, but Dunkirk also got a little bit of a pass because one, you get someone like Tom Hardy, you can't hear him anyways.
Yeah, the dude don't know how to fucking enunciate.
But two, it's like, okay, it's more like the whole time you're literally like, well, at least not the whole time, but most of the movie you're in a situation where like I can understand like theatrically and just like, you know, as an artist why he did it. Like there was no need sometimes in Tenet. Like it was just like, I'm gonna do this because I think it sounds cool,
or because I'm deaf and
yeah.
But I think this movie was better about it.
Yeah.
Other than that first hour,
I had no problems. I didn't even have a problem with the soundtrack.
I'm telling you, bro, that first hour at some points, especially when he was like finally becoming a professor or whatever, there were some points when the score was just swelling too much. And I'm like, I can't fucking hear what he's saying to these people.
He's not really saying anything important, man. You're just...
Then why show it?
Why have him say anything?
Why have him say anything? Just if it's a montage, do a montage. But don't fucking do a montage and then also have him faintly speaking into it. That's my only problem with it.
But I think that just like, the first like 30 minutes specifically, I'm like... Bro, God, this is another loud movie.
I mean, like, the atom spinning thing in the IMAX theater we saw it in was fucking... I was like, oh my God, that atom.
Dude, if you thought that was bad, in actual Dolby with those speakers in the seat...
Yeah. Was it crazy?
It was wild. Like, I legit was uncomfortable at one point. Because I was like, bro, I'm about to, like...
vomit.
Yeah. He's going to shake the hot dog out of
the 4D theater.
I think, I mean, there was probably two moments where the sound was like that in the IMAX showing that we went to, where the sound was so overwhelming that I was like, I don't feel very good right now. This is a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, it's supposed to be him, like, also having panic attacks or whatever. So it's like, oh, well, it's working because I'm also having a panic attack.
I think the issue, though, too, is, like, because this movie does start off loud, but he's already done it a little too much. So, like, it's like, if this is the only movie you ever see by him, or at least the only, like, loud movie you see by him, it's fine. Once you're 3 movies deep in it, you're like, damn, he's doing it again. Like, and it takes you out of the movie. Like, don't take me out of the movie by, like, being too stylistic.
I don't know. I think this put me on a better note with him because it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I've seen people say that, like, he took everything he's learned. It's like, this is the culmination of all his films.
I think the next one will be that.
Next one?
Because the next one, we won't have no audio issues.
There won't be no audio. It's going to be a silent film.
Yeah. Except the music will be too loud.
Yeah.
The JFK movie he's going to make.
Oh, dude, that'd be wild. Oh, could you imagine?
The Teller movie, like...
Teller movie? That'd be great. I need him to do actual conspiracies. He needs to make a flat Earth movie.
That'd be crazy. Dude, do a 9/11 movie.
That'd be controversial.
Oh, he shows the steel beams melting.
Dude, he's gonna actually crash a plane.
He is.
Skyscraper.
Yeah.
If he made an atom bomb for this movie, what?
No, what did he actually make for it? Wasn't it just a scale explosion that looked exactly like an atom bomb?
He hasn't said anything. All the interviews I've watched, he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna tell my secret."
No, I think it recently just came out. Someone said kind of something about it. I didn't read it though, so like there might be some kind of idea what he did. Mm-hmm. I don't think like they don't know like totally
explicitly,
what he did.
yeah.
But yeah, there's like some ideas or like some stuff that's leaked out on what he did.
So what was it?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Oh,
you fuck.
I started with I heard about it. I didn't read it.
So
I assumed it was like knowledge known that he had done it, like he had given the information already. So like I didn't really care about it. I didn't know it was a secret.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know he was being cagey about it either. I thought he had already talked about.
If I knew if it was a secret, I would look more into it.
Yeah, I saw 3 interviews he didn't say.
Damn, he a bitch.
I heard that he likes DVDs more than Blu-rays.
Shut the fuck
Get out of here.
No,
Did
for
he say
real.
that?
Yeah, so he compared it to like
I don't know
records
if I
and
can
like stuff because
stand-
he's like he likes like the graininess of stuff like that. He doesn't like stuff being like too like perfect.
This fucking cuck watches VHSs for fun and shit.
Yeah, he likes the art of the VHS. I guess.
I mean, VHS I can understand, but like DVD is just like shitty for the sake of being shitty.
Yeah,
that makes no sense though, because he explicitly says, they're like, Nolan, why did you use 70 millimeter for this? He's like, I think that 70 millimeter offers the highest fidelity. But then he watches DVDs.
The highest fidelity for a DVD cut.
but the thing is, like, he does that because no one else is doing it. Probably. And he knows no one else will do it, and also no one else will be allowed to do it. Like him, maybe Tarantino, like who else would be? Because like they're not gonna do that. They're gonna be like, hey, you're gonna use what we got, and we're also gonna tell you what we're doing. Yeah. But like he can get anybody, he can do anything.
He literally
because
made
he doesn't
black
miss.
and white film for this.
Yeah,
He brought it
Yeah,
back.
which is wild.
but the thing, like, because when you don't miss though, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Like, and he can like, especially like he has like 5 Oscar award winning actors and actresses that show up for 5 minutes. Like he can get and do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I mean, what the fuck was I gonna say? So we have a minute left. The acting's phenomenal. Nobody does a bad job.
Dude, Cillian Murphy, man.
Can we talk
Something else.
about Benny Safdie doing another accent?
Yeah,
And
what's up with that?
Nailing it
What-
again, though?
what do you
But
mean?
I mean,
But he's so good at it.
yeah, but does he not want to be himself? Like,
No,
why does he
why
always
be-
gotta be someone else?
Dude,
Why
why be
act?
yourself if you could be somebody else, though?
Yeah.
That sounds like someone that got
I
some
mean-
mental health problems.
No, what do you mean? Look at, who the fuck was Truman? What's his name?
Bale?
No, it was
Truman?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman,
Gary
yeah.
Oldman's a different guy in every fucking movie. You don't say nothing to him.
I do say stuff to him. I'm like, bro, you're too method. Chill.
No, did you hear that? Like, oh man, we got 30 seconds. Cillian Murphy was apparently nobody addressed him as Cillian.
Oh, really?
He was Robert or Oppenheimer.
Okay. Too
I didn't know-
method.
I didn't know
Too
that.
method, bro.
Yeah.
They had an ice cream person there, and he didn't even eat the ice cream because he was on too strict of a diet.
Oh, I heard he
His
like ate
diet was
almonds for
crazy.
like a long time or something.
His dinner was an almond,
Yeah.
and if he was treating himself, a slice of an orange.
He
to
lost a
look
lot
at
of
it.
weight though. He lost a
What a
lot of
madman.
weight.
Bro, it's not even worth it because his face don't even look like the guy.
Nah, but he looked cool.
He didn't look cool. Hold on. Nobody that thin looks cool. All right. That's spoilers. So, on the count of 3, we're going to give thumbs up, thumbs down on whether or not you should see Oppenheimer. 3, 2, 1.
That's 2 thumbs up
I'm
for
giving
me,
it
brother.
strong 2 thumbs up.
James?
I'll give it 1. I'll give it 1.
Damn.
All right. So, out of a possible
6?
6 thumbs up, you got 5 thumbs up that you should go see Oppenheimer. And then you should build an atom bomb and drop it on the subscribe button. And then build another atom bomb and drop it on a different button, close to the first button, but just to the right of it. So drop it on that notification button. And then when you're done with that, build a hydrogen bomb. Don't drop it, but click the button in the top. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, now I got to work in 3 dimensions. In the top right-hand corner, if you want to see our spoiler-full thoughts of Oppenheimer. We love you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
You almost forgot your line.
I know,
What
I
the
did. I know.
fuck?
We're live. You know, when you're live in studio, it's different.
Okay, go.
So real quick, I
Florence Pia nipples. No, go ahead.
and she has a CGI black dress in certain countries.
Yeah, I saw the Indian
it's
cut.
so
where it was
bad,
like
though.
that.
It looks
no,
terrible.
I didn't think it looked
The,
bad.
the image I saw looked terrible.
The image I saw was really grainy, so it didn't look too bad.
Oh no! It looked like a black box practically on her.
It's just a big
no.
sensor.
Yeah, like
bar
it was
over
weird.
body.
I didn't know that it wasn't a hydrogen bomb. This whole time I thought like the atomic bomb was a hydrogen bomb.
No, that's why it's called an atomic bomb.
Atomic.
Yeah, but I mean, it could have been. Who cares, man? They were the first time they were doing it. They could call it whatever they wanted. And who's gonna stop them? Nobody. Not the Russians. Not the Germans.
Definitely not the Japanese.
Yeah, they had the least say in this operation. Right?
Damn.
Can we just talk about how fucked up this is as a situation that the United States went, Now look, they're gonna surrender anyways, but we should still drop this bomb that we spent all this money on.
Well, that was said though. Like that is like a like from just history books. That's pretty accurate from what I've like seen. Where there's like it's terrible, but it's like they're like it was like, oh no, the war just kept going. Would have kept going. Would have spent, you know, sure a lot has to do with money too, and just showing like power. But also too, there's like we don't want to keep losing like soldiers and stuff. I thought it was interesting though when they were picking like the sites or whatever, because like to take the time to be like, you know what, that is culturally like, you know, their like main city, so we're not gonna do that.
But that wasn't his main reason.
No, yeah, his main reason was because him and his wife did their fucking honeymoon there.
I mean, he led that shit with that, and then he said, well, you know,
and then he dropped the
but
real
I was
reason.
there,
yeah,
and I loved
but
it.
I was still chilling.
But like the social impact that would have had would have been crazy. Like, we would have still probably been at war with Japan to this day, though, if you probably, like, nuked that city.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, I mean,
Kyoto is, like, the second most important city to Japan next to Tokyo. Mm-hmm. Like, that's it.
And I think they might rather you nuke Tokyo.
Yeah, I think they would, too.
They're like, we could rebuild the technology. We can't rebuild, like, you know, ancient artifacts.
Yeah.
I mean, because you look at it, like... Shoot, they did Pearl Harbor, and we got also in 9/11, and we're still upset about it. Like, let alone
we don't shut the fuck up about 9/11.
That's true.
Like, if they would have done like that's like them almost doing like DC. Like, if
the only worst thing they could have done was strike the fucking White House.
Yeah, if they would, I mean, shoot, DC's small. They would have wiped out DC.
Yeah, everybody would have been dead.
And they still let us go over there, dude. That's
yeah.
They still let
but
us
like
go
we
there.
would still like if they did that to us and did DC, we would have it would have been on site for the rest of eternity.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's just the whole thing is wild. I think it's so crazy that I think it is crazy that like we see him be so giddy about this bomb, and he knows it's a bomb from the very fucking beginning, and he's still like, no, bro, we got to do it. We got to build it because if we don't build it. Yeah. He's like, oh no, we gotta call it a gadget. Don't call it a bomb. Bro, you know what you're doing. You're creating a goddamn bomb.
Yeah. I think too, it's like because he is a genius, I think the science just outweighed everything.
He was just too horny for science.
Yeah, and then because as it unfolds, you see him like start to realize what's really going on. He sees the actual emotion side. Also too, they had a general idea of what was gonna happen, and then it was way bigger than they expected, and they're like, oh, hold up. Because they talk about the movie, like, the radiation clouds, all stuff like this. Like, man, there's still areas where people are like, don't they have, like, their shadows or something? Or not their, well, I wouldn't call it their shadows.
It was directly after the bomb hit. What it did was people who were close enough to it, they were vaporized, and their silhouette was burned into the ground.
Yeah, like, there's no way they could have anticipated that. And then, like, seeing that, like, the visuals of that.
It's fucked.
It'll mess you up in the head.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting with, who's the president at the time? Truman?
Truman was the one who dropped the bombs, yep.
That's such an interesting, like, statement when he's just, like, they're not talking about the people who, you know, made it. They're talking about the people who dropped it. But in my head, I'm like, nah, it's both y'all.
Yeah.
Like, anybody who had anything to do with it, I got beef.
Yeah, for real. Like, I'm not gonna fucking discriminate. Like, I'll look up the motherfuckers who made the bomb.
Yeah, because even if he doesn't say to like let it loose, like someone eventually was gonna let that shit loose.
Yeah.
Like, but the issue is it's made. So once it's made, it's coming out eventually.
I mean, yeah, it's Pandora's box. We open that bitch.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he kept on repeating like, hey, sure, we're making it, but like we don't have a say in how to use it.
Yeah, when he was telling all the scientists
saying that, I'm like, bro, what do you mean?
Which is so wild.
I mean, like he was so focused on the mission, it allowed him to be like, no, we're like this impartial party. Like, I'm not doing anything. It's for the science. Like, you know, and then he was just trying to find ways to like not feel bad about it, because you see as the movie unfolds after it happens, and like for the rest of his life he felt terrible about it. I don't know when he died or if he's even. I'm assuming he's dead.
Yeah.
But like it's like it haunted him for the rest of his life. Like, and which is interesting but that's like I think because he gave so little thought of it in the first like part of like him doing the project, that by the end it was like, oh man, I really just had no idea what we were doing here.
Yeah, damn, I really got fucking ahead of myself here. I should have really thought about this one.
Like, I think, like you said, he was just so blinded by science. And, like, I would have been, too. I've been like, bro, no one's ever done this. This is awesome. As a scientist, I want to know what happens.
You don't think you would have been even remotely, like, because they knew it was going to cause an explosion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I would have been so horny for science that I would have been like, all right, we got to ignore the destruction. We just got to do the shit.
I think normal people for sure would have thought more about it. And I think that's why you've seen like certain people fighting against it so hard. I think when you get to just a certain level of intelligence, you lose those like social stuff.
You lose all emotion.
For sure.
Yeah.
So like the people that were like, oh, there's a lot of smart people on there, but like the geniuses did not care. It was about the science. The regular smart
Oppenheimer
people
didn't care.
Yeah.
Benny Safdie's character didn't care.
That motherfucker really didn't care.
No,
though.
he was trying to make multiple bombs.
Yeah, he said, I want to make a bigger bomb.
I want to make
Yeah.
the super.
Yeah.
I mean, they were putting
I want
bombs
to
inside
make
of
the
bombs.
super- yeah.
Like,
I want this bomb to start this other bomb. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Like the moments when I would stop in the movie and really remind myself, like, this actually fucking
This isn't
happened.
nonfiction.
yeah.
This ain't some story this dude
Yeah,
made
yeah.
up.
I mean,
It's
it
crazy.
changed the course of war, like, throughout the world. Like, it's... So, I mean, also, like, World War II in general, it's like, hey, we gotta watch how we're attacking each other.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's gonna just lead to too many just, like, issues. Like, radiation, one thing, is nothing to fuck with, all right?
No.
Yeah.
Like... but I mean, yeah, it's just so weird to think though. Like, and I understand he had the one point where they're like, we got to work on this because the Nazis are also working on it. I don't know what we'll do with it, but I definitely know what they'll do with it, which is like an interesting way to like rationalize that in your head.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, they would totally have nuked us. Like they would 100% have nuked us. But it's just like, is it okay now because he's like, they would have got us, so we get them before we get got?
But that's just, I feel like, army people being horny for death.
Yeah.
You know,
That's just
like
America being America.
they're being horny for death.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to be nuked, though.
I mean, right, but like they still developed the nukes,
Yeah.
you know, and nobody else dropped them.
Yeah.
When you
I mean, that's the
look
whole
at it,
Cold War, though.
When you look at it, we're the only bad guys.
But
You're the only bad guys.
Yeah. I think if someone else dropped it on us first, we also still would not have dropped them. I think whoever went first was always going to go first, and then it was going to be that.
I don't think so.
Because I just
You
think
think
that
we would have retaliated with another nuke?
We would have retaliated with another atomic bomb.
I don't think so. I
It
think
would've been
because
fucked.
I think once people knew the destruction of
yeah.
Right, but like America has never been shy to committing acts of destruction. Name one time when we've been like, oh, well, maybe we should be rational about this. No, we just sent in a drone and then we fucking murder people.
But we could have dropped other like atomic bombs, just other weapons like
Yeah,
that.
we would have
and
dropped the
haven't.
hydrogen.
We could have. We haven't. Like, dude, 9/11, they would
No, but-
we could take out all of the Middle East if we needed to.
I know, but like we saw why we didn't do that when we saw fucking Vice. The only reason we went there was for the oil. We weren't going to kill nobody.
Yeah, they're like flattening with the bomb. We'll go and drill afterwards.
No, because then what happens if you ignite the gas? You
Yeah,
burn all the reserves.
Don't let the scientists know because they would have been curious.
Oh, wow, you're telling me we could do a bomb that blows up all the oil?
So we start a war. We lay, 10 miles deep worth of concrete.
Yeah.
So then when we bomb over it, the reserves are safe.
We save all the oil.
Yeah.
No, I think just from what I know from U.S. history, I think if somebody else would have dropped an atom bomb on us first, we would have dropped an atom bomb on them back.
But the way I look
and
at
then we
it,
would have been like, hey, that's it now. We're even, right?
Right, one
We're
and one.
even, right? Yeah.
I just think we're more rational than that. If you have,
I don't think
if
so.
you have
No
Russia
way.
and you have North Korea that have bombs like that and they haven't dropped them, I don't think America is willing to be that crazy and drop another one.
We were crazy enough to drop 2.
Yeah,
It wasn't just
but
one.
if they would have
No,
knew,
but it wasn't
there's
just
no way
one.
they knew
It wasn't
how
just one.
powerful it was.
No, what? No. Because they dropped 1, and then a week later they dropped the second one.
Yeah.
A week later.
What was his line in the movie? We got to drop one to let him know, and then another one to let him know they can.
We
keep
can do it
coming.
again. We can keep it, reproducing.
But right there, that goes to show you that the American government doesn't give a flying
Yeah.
fuck. We're willing to drop them bitches no matter what.
Willy nilly.
Yeah.
But I mean, it hasn't been done since. That's why I'm just like,
But we haven't had a reason to retaliate since.
But I think though, and I guess, I mean, we're never gonna know. I mean, it might happen, but I don't know if it's gonna happen in our lifetime. But
It might happen in our lifetime.
But like, if one drops, I just think because the world, I think, would go like against that country, and I think no country wants that beef. Like, if anybody wants that beef, it's Russia and North Korea. But like, whoever drops the next atomic bomb is at an all-out war.
I think it depends on who you drop it on.
I mean, we're assuming they're dropping it on the United States.
No, I'm assuming. What I'm saying is we would use another atomic weapon as a show of retaliation. We're not dropping on it because we feel like it. But I'm saying we would retaliate with an atomic weapon. I think we absolutely would.
You're saying it, so someone would have to hit us with atomic.
No.
No, there's no way the U.S. is going to hit one. We're not going to hit the next one.
I think I think they could. I think we could see a Pearl Harbor 2 Electric Boogaloo, and then we retaliate with another atomic bomb. Because we're like, we showed those motherfuckers in 45, we'll show you in 2045, motherfucker.
See, I just don't. I think what would happen is if.
Depending on who it is,
and the situation is, and obviously this is all what if that's, you know. So, like, if they dropped it on us.
Are you telling me you might know otherwise? Do you have some intel?
No, I don't have the inside. I mean, we'll see what Russia
the reserves
does. So, if they dropped it on.
Mexico.
No one cares. We're not swinging for Mexico.
No. It would have to be like England. It would have to be like some Great Britain stuff.
For England, dude.
Wait, you're saying England bombs us?
No. Like England gets bombed, or you're saying Russia would bomb us, and then we would bomb Russia, or anybody.
One of the bad guys bombs us. Let's say a China.
Okay.
North Korea.
Yeah.
What? My president said it that way.
Okay. True.
Let's say a North Korea bombs us. I think we might, put some protection in place for South Korea, maybe evacuate the southern half of the nation, and then drop an atomic weapon on those other fuckers.
I think what would happen is...
I think we could. I think we would.
Yeah. We would get bombed. Yeah. We would see how it unfolds a little.
Maybe...
And if everyone doesn't rally behind us, then we bomb them.
Okay, to show, be like, okay,
so
if you're not with me, you're against me type shit.
It would turn out like, it's like, because I do think whoever, like, even if America dropped a bomb, I think enough countries would. I mean, obviously, you're looking at a World War III, like, no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's the only reason we would jump in, if anything, if it was a world war already happening.
Or if someone attacked us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
But I'm saying Pearl Harbor levels of death.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Tragedy happened to those people at 9/11.
Yeah.
But 9/11 doesn't hold a candle to what happened at Pearl Harbor. You know what I'm saying? That was a fucking massacre out there.
Multiple ships destroyed.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking about an offensive of that nature, on U.S. held ground. Yeah. I think it would warrant at least one of the two key holders to turn that bitch. At least half those keys got to be turned.
But, like, I also don't think, someone nukes someone else. I don't think we're like, okay, now we're bringing our nukes to the party.
We aren't going to nuke anybody because they nuked someone else.
Yeah, like, we have to be nuked. Yeah. And I still don't think we're nuking right away.
No, we have to at least be attacked and it kill, like, tens of thousands of people before we nuke. I'm not saying they kill 300 people and we nuke, but it would have to be the tens of thousands.
50,000 people die.
Yeah, in an attack. Then I think we might nuke somebody.
I still don't think so. I think the only way we're nuking...
not nuke. Hold on. Not nuke, though. An atomic weapon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big. Or is a nuke... is atomic technically a nuke?
I mean, anything with a nuclear warhead is considered like a nuke.
I think those are
bigger than the atomic weapon.
Those are bigger.
We might dust off the last atomic bomb and drop that again.
Yeah.
Maybe even a hydrogen bomb.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're nuking anybody.
No, I would be so surprised because we
could drop another A bomb.
I don't think we would though.
I think the A bomb is more likely than us dropping a nuke.
No, I think it's more likely they'll just send in drones and bomb multiple cities.
Yeah, but what if all the cities are close together and they only want to send one drone?
Yeah, might as well do one.
But they don't care about the drones. Now, if we were still flying over, dropping them. Now, I don't know if they got this capability, but if they could drone a nuke,
I don't know about that.
Why couldn't you drone a nuke?
It's too risky.
No.
Yeah, if it fails, you're dropping a nuke in the wrong area.
If it fell, what do you mean?
No, if it fails, Or if someone hacks the drone.
No one's gonna hack the drone. No one's gonna have a 5-kill streak and be able to hack a drone.
But you don't take that risk. You're like, it's a man-made dropping that
that's
stuff.
why it was a man fucking flown Enola Gay came in hot.
Yeah. There's no way. It's just not worth the risk. Because what if you accidentally drop it on South Korea instead of North Korea?
No, bro.
They're too close. It's too much room for air.
I think you assume that drone is gonna fail before some dude fails in a fucking ship.
But you're more likely for the people that are in Congress that are 90 years old to be like, oh no, man, they never fail. But them drones, that technology.
That's new.
We seen today that. Mr. McConnell, are you done? Are you done speaking? I don't know. I mean, look.
And you gotta pin a badge on someone, dude. A pin
oh yeah, you could have pinned it on the drone.
Someone got to get promoted.
Yeah.
Somebody.
All right, I'll give you that. I don't know, but I mean, just based off of this movie, I think we would drop another atom bomb.
But it also depends, like, who's the president. Like, Truman wanted that smoke.
Yeah, he did. He wanted to step the fuck up. He said, "I'm gonna wipe the whole emperor off the goddamn planet."
Did it.
Yeah.
I want the Japanese to know it was me.
Yeah.
Not you, little Robert.
Yeah, I guess that I think that's more important than anything else.
I can see that.
Is who is the commander in chief of that moment?
Yeah, yeah.
If it's Trump's third term, he might drop that atom bomb. He might drop
Just
it.
for fun.
Yeah, just cause. He said, "I wanted to see what would happen.
I saw Oppenheimer.
I know what I'm doing."
Minimal casualties.
Fuck. What
The
else?
soundtrack though on this, I like listened to it on Spotify. It slaps.
Was it
man.
worth not being able to hear the first
It
hour?
was. It was.
Man, what songs they got in there? Or is it just all boom?
I think it's
all-
just all
yeah.
score. Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
score.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't
now
have,
I'm good.
It doesn't have the Barbie soundtrack.
If it ain't got Lizzo
Oh,
on the
sorry.
track, I'm good.
I did say soundtrack. I meant
The score, the
Yeah.
original score, or whatever. I mean, but like, I don't think there's a Christopher Nolan movie that doesn't have a good score, is there?
Nah, dude makes bangers.
maybe his first one.
His score,
just because
for
it was
sure.
like 9K.
It was 6K.
It was 6K, yeah.
Yeah.
I posted that and I was like, "There's some good information."
Maybe Memento. I don't know who he had on Memento.
Memento, I think, was also only like 40K.
Yeah.
And the Prestige. I mean, it's like with a name like that, you have to have a good soundtrack, I believe.
Yeah.
Is it?
I can't remember it honestly.
I don't know.
I've only seen it once and I vaguely remember. I just know the twist.
Yeah.
I know Memento was 9 million.
That's still cheap.
That's real cheap. But it was all of it was probably the prosthetic tattoos, though.
Yeah.
Shot in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Keep talking. I'm looking up the score.
So like, I just think though overall, like the execution of this movie though was really good because anytime you do like a realistic thing, you're like running the.
You mean like a biopic?
Yeah, they're either really good or really bad. Like you're either gonna get like, oh, this is an Oscar performance, but also too like.
I mean, almost all these performances are Oscar worthy.
Yeah. And I think the things like this movie, especially because the subject matter could have been like people being like, oh, but it was terrible, so like we can't like this movie.
No.
Dude, you know how you liberals are.
What the hell?
Hold on, brother.
I appreciate good art, brother.
First off, I'm a leftist. I'm no fucking liberal, all right? So watch your goddamn mouth.
You went to liberal arts college.
I did not go to liberal arts college. Hold on. I went to an engineering school. I went with a bunch of fucking STEM lords.
You went to a college where they're like, all right, $70K, and we're going to teach you how to draw a pencil.
$80K, and I didn't take any of those drawing classes. So the person who did the Prestige did like a couple of other early Nolan films, so Following in Memento, and then after that I think he was like, I need to upgrade.
Yeah.
And then he got old fucking Hands in the room.
Hands in Ludwig.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, though. Like, the thing with him, though, is because he makes money, he makes good movies, like, now he just has the resources. Because
Is this
unlimited resources?
I think so. I really do. There's really only a handful of directors that get the star power he gets. Like, and that's like on screen, behind the scene.
And half his movies are bad.
I mean, there's only one bad one, but the rest are bangers.
No, you're in the minority for liking Dunkirk if you like it.
No, I don't.
Okay, so there's two bad ones.
Yeah.
I mean, the following, there's no way that movie's any good.
Yeah, I mean, I've never even seen that movie.
Achievement,
so like,
but
that's his first film, right? Yeah, I've never seen it.
1998.
So, like, but like, I'm sure it's good for what it is, though. Like a low budget
for some
film.
cheapy movie.
Yeah. Like it's probably super artsy, and it's like.
Yeah, he said like he shot that like over a year, like after work.
That's impressive. That's how you know the man got talent.
Fuck him. That's how I know he had too much free time.
Yeah, you're right.
Is this his first time working with Hoyte van Hoytema?
Yeah, probably.
What's what I'm seeing?
No, idiot. He did Tenet with him. What do you mean that's what you see?
They do sound similar. Now I think about it.
No, Hoyte van Hoytema is the cinematographer.
Oh, they visually do look pretty the same.
He did Dunkirk with him.
Yeah.
Damn, this Google search sucks. Then I looked it up.
Guess who cinematographed Interstellar?
Hoyte?
Yeah.
Damn, never mind.
Those all look good.
Dude, Hoyte's just the best, man. He's god level.
Yeah, he is the GOAT. He has to be. It's him and who's the other guy who's won like
Robert Deakins?
Yeah, those two are the best cinematographers of all time.
They're also like be staring at each other at the Oscars like you, me, which one of us?
Hey man, who thought we'd ever been here?
Not me. Yeah. It's like you guys have got 15 nods. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
So the other cinematographer that he's worked with a lot is Wally Pfister. Wally Pfister did Memento, The Dark Knight trilogy, and Inception.
Okay.
So after Inception is when he started working with Hoyte.
Damn, what Wally go on to do?
Not shit.
He's like, he retired all that money.
Wally went on to get dumped by fucking Christopher Nolan is what he did.
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, just me and Joey saw it in true IMAX, like one of 20 locations in the country.
Bro, the amount of neck cranking you had to do in that bitch to see the whole frame is
based
wild.
on the first scene alone, man. That first image that opens up.
It opens in the full 70mm, and you are literally like...
That's a lot of sky and a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
Fuck up, dude.
That is exactly what it was. And then the next time it goes full 70mm it's him having a panic attack, and it's wild.
Yeah.
It is so wild.
We got to see the full extent of the mushroom cloud. You didn't.
What are you talking about? I seen it in real life, dude. I was born.
I seen it in real life. That's what birthed him. That was how much energy was needed.
I was on that plane.
I mean, I don't even think that point though was even too much of like a this is cinema. I think I would almost argue.
I hope it was before you were like fucking 2 hours and 35 minutes in.
No, it had hit me much before that. But I think the lead up to it, where you see the reactions happening in the full 70mm, was more impactful than the bomb actually going off. Mm-hmm. How did you feel about the bomb going off? Were you whelmed, underwhelmed, or overwhelmed?
So it was one of those things where it's like silent at first. So you're like,
which is rad.
Interesting.
You would have expected, as soon as it hits, massive explosion, massive sound. Your ears are bleeding.
Like, I get how like sound travels and shit. Sure.
I don't.
But it's just like, oh, okay. And like, I knew it was coming. Like, it's coming. I felt like the way it was a cool scene because the way they let it kind of develop and let people kind of take it in before the sound hits, and then you get hit with the big whoosh. Yeah. So I mean, I thought it was cool. I was pretty whelmed.
I was a little underwhelmed.
Oh, see, no.
It really built up like it was gonna be something awe-inspiring, and it was cool. But like it just didn't hit like I thought it was gonna hit.
I think the only thing that could have made it be like, oh, well, overwhelmed is if they show the bombs hitting Japan.
But that would have been gross.
That's what I'm saying. But that would have been like overwhelming.
Yeah, that would have been
like. I think
up.
The fact that just the test in general and the bomb, like the visuals and the sound, I think are cool. They're good. I just think, but there's like no. I mean, I guess you're worried about the fail, but obviously I know the outcome, so I know they didn't. So you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna be cool. Like the only thing I think that could have taken it over like the top is if they actually like if that scene was in the movie, they actually nuke it. Like because even when we find that out, it's like after the fact.
Right. Yeah. And you don't even see it, right? No. You don't see any of the images either. Yeah. But like I think there were other points in the movie leading up to it that were more like overwhelming, like the atom spinning, right? And when he can't sleep, I thought that was more overwhelming.
Yeah.
And more of the feeling that I thought I was going to get from the bomb or
Yeah.
even like the first time he starts to hear the footsteps before you realize what they are.
For sure.
That was even more overwhelming than the bomb was.
I mean,
the bomb was a bit of a letdown to me.
Yeah, and I obviously everyone's gonna talk about that scene in the little church or whatever,
In the auditorium.
Yeah. Like that is the most overwhelming scene.
I mean, yeah, that's like upsetting.
But you're getting all of your like emotions going. There's a lot of sound. There's a lot of visuals going on. Like you're fully feeling it. But also too is like because his words in general, like the way it's being portrayed as just like, oh, we are the good guys.
We did it.
We did it.
We fucking did it.
And I guess, like, I don't know, like, I mean, from what I've read, like, he actually did say, like, the whole, like, oh, too bad we couldn't have done it to the Germans or whatever.
Yeah.
Fine. And I'm like, that's crazy. I think they said, like, he regretted it later on.
But like, you know, they were also killing his people, so I could understand.
Yeah, I think...
I'd get caught up in the moment, too.
For sure. And I think that is a different perspective of someone, like, you know, that is, you know, Jewish compared to...
Right.
And a lot of scientists were at the time that were, like, working on the project. So, like, it is
Mm-hmm.
definitely, like, something to think about because we don't have that perspective.
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
But it was crazy. I personally, I was whelmed by the bomb. I liked it. I was like, this is rad.
I think I let my hopes get too built up. I wanted it to be like blinding. I wanted to leave the theater, and I see spots and shit in my field of view. You know,
You were like, dang, I should have brought my sheet of glass.
yeah.
I bet if you go like a personal like viewing with him, like,
Yeah,
all right,
he-
put my version on.
He was turning the shit all the way up. I'm checking time. We're at 43 minutes, so we still got time to gush. Okay, so where does this sit for you?
Like all-time Nolan?
All-time Nolan. Where does this sit for you?
Top 5.
That's it.
Yeah. Pull up the list. Somebody pull up the list.
Pull up the list.
You got a phone?
I have, it's up right
Yeah.
now. I'll read the list off to you. Hold on. I'm gonna move the mic so I can talk. All right. So we have Following, Memento, Insomnia, Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, Dunkirk, Tenet, and Oppenheimer.
So for me, Interstellar, Dark Knight, Inception. I'll go Oppenheimer 4.
Wow. Wow.
I don't really. I mean, honestly, Batman Begins is a banger. All right.
I think Batman Begins is his most underrated film.
Yeah. So like,
Straight bop.
I say 4.
Top 4.
I'm gonna go 2.
Yeah.
This is 2 for
Behind
me.
what?
Interstellar. Interstellar's his best movie.
Crazy. It's so cool.
It's his best movie.
But
I think that was peak Nolan. Because I could hear everything and it was cool.
But also too, I don't think in any of his movies anybody's had a better performance than McConaughey.
I don't know. Dude. Cillian Murphy
Cillian-
was amazing in this movie.
Dude, I still think about so many scenes in Interstellar with McConaughey, dude. That relationship with him and his children. Oh man, when they go to the wrong goddamn planet.
I would argue that the reason you think about it more is because Interstellar has the best Christopher Nolan soundtrack. I think that music contributes to the way that you're feeling so much.
Yeah.
And the way that Hans, like, the way that score pierces that film is so impactful to it that no other Christopher Nolan movie can even hold a candle to it.
So what I'm hearing is don't hit the player, hit the game.
I mean, Hans Zimmer is the GOAT for sure. Yeah,
He is the game.
The
he
prompt
is
that,
the game.
The prompt that Nolan gave Hans was like, "Hey man, just pretend like you're leaving your son behind. Like, just make a film. Just make music about that."
That's so fucking strong.
That's that film.
Emotion. Yeah. The emotion is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, that's the only reason. And maybe I need to do a double feature of them, and maybe Oppenheimer will be better. But I think Interstellar being shorter and the movie just being so much more emotional just puts it over the edge for Oppenheimer. But then nothing, like those two movies I think are so in a league of their own that nothing even holds a candle to it. I don't think any of the Batman movies hold a candle to either of those two movies.
I think
don't
what
think
Batman
so.
was able to do for like superhero films
Oh, come on.
is it is what it is.
I
Like,
don't think so. Cause
something like
What it-
Logan never happens without like the Nolan stuff.
I don't think so.
I don't
at all.
think so.
No way.
There's no way do it. There's no way. They go too artsy. They go too like comic booky without it. People seem like you can do some real shit.
I don't think so.
No, because Marvel happened. People are gonna see what Marvel did and like, oh, I'm not gonna do that crazy shit. I just want a down to earth like Logan movie.
No,
I don't think so. I think now that we're so far removed from 2008, I think The Dark Knight, sure, it was a fantastic movie, but I really do think it's a little overhyped.
Oh, I mean, I don't think so.
I think it's just so overplayed at this point.
Also, to the issue with a 3-hour-long movie, there's a lot of it where you're like, okay, it gets long at points.
I don't think
For
so at all.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
I don't think Oppenheimer got long in
I'm
the
gonna let
tooth
you know right
at
now.
all.
I watched it twice, James. And both times, I didn't think it was long.
Honestly, the first time I was like, that was 3 hours? Yeah. I was halfway through and I was like, that feels like it's only been 30 minutes.
After the bomb, it loses steam.
No way, bro, because then it's a courtroom drama.
Yeah,
Nah.
I mean, Robbie Downey Jr.
You
is
wanted
great.
to see a second. You wanted to see
Yeah,
them get bombed.
he wanted to see the bombs get
I
dropped
wanted to
at
see
the
the
fan.
bombs. Yeah, I came to see
That's
the
so-
bombs.
that's just
I bought bomb tickets.
And I was a little underwhelmed when I didn't see the bombs hit.
I don't know. There's just, I don't know. I don't think the 3 hours felt long at all. And maybe if I watched it at home and like I had my phone and I could pull my phone out, maybe then it would feel
Maybe.
long. But I mean, like being in that theater and like having it so big in front of me and so loud, like it just didn't feel like 3 hours.
The average person is more likely to watch like The Dark Knight again.
The average person can eat my ass.
But
I'm not talking about them.
how often are people going to be like, you know what? Oppenheimer at home, 3 hours, let's do it.
But what average people think doesn't matter with my ranking
It
whatsoever.
has a less of a rewatchable factor.
Not to me.
Not to me.
And I'm the one ranking it.
And until now,
I'm the one ranking it.
you guys have seen, I'm sure you guys have seen Dark Knight and stuff like at home.
Yeah.
Like we would have to wait to see you see Oppenheimer at home.
I
to
will
be
be.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It
Bro,
still hits.
I'm gonna upgrade my sound system just for Oppenheimer.
Yeah, so you gotta do all that extra stuff.
No,
Dark
you
Knight,
don't have to, 'cause I want to.
No, yeah, you don't have to. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
But we have not yet seen the home experience.
I mean, my TV looks great.
Yeah,
It's about to
have
look
you seen
banger
my
as hell.
TV, dude?
You're gonna
Shit.
be at home, and then you're gonna be like, "Yeah, okay, I know
But
where they're going with this.
I
Let me
can't
go get
re-
some popcorn."
I can't remember the last time I wanted to watch The Dark Knight.
I mean, Nolan movies aren't really like I need to watch them again a lot of times.
But
the
if-
material
but if-
is
No,
yeah.
if you're gonna put,
But in this
it-
context,
but if you're gonna put it as
Yeah.
number 2, you want to watch it all the time.
Yeah.
I
You
saw
know?
Tenet in theaters twice, and then when I got it, I watched it again at home.
I've never want to see Tenet again in my life.
You're crazy.
I've never been like, let me watch Tenet again.
I mean,
I just love that opening. Like
The opening is great. The opening is cool.
I mean, that's Christopher Nolan's best short
I
film.
mean, honestly, it feels like Batman. So
feels like Batman. Shut up.
like that opening is kind of like a lot of scenes in Dark Knight Rises.
Oh my god. But no, I mean, I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of the whole everybody blowing The Dark Knight, especially when Batman Begins did it better.
Yeah, I mean, but also like,
And he didn't blow up a fucking football field for The Dark Knight.
The
He
Dark
did that
Knight-
for The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, The Dark Knight Rises is kind of cool too. I think.
it's pretty rad.
but I still think Inception is like cooler.
No,
Like,
you think Inception is cooler than Oppenheimer?
Inception is so lame.
no,
compared
it's
to
not. No, it's not.
I don't understand.
It's
I
an
know it-
original idea. Oppenheimer, we get it. It's real life. It happened. It's not that original.
I never care about that. I never care about this. I know what happened in real life, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it the whole
I
time.
prefer.
So
I will
what? You're
always
saying
rank-
Titanic sucks? You think
I mean,
Avatar?
Titanic does kind of suck.
You're wrong. That was at one point the highest grossing movie of all
It
time.
still is.
Is it right now?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Check
Bullshit.
it. I made a short on
I'm
it.
checking the number.
I literally just made a short on
checking
it.
them.
I want to answer what Oppenheimer is on my list of Nolan movies.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
I think I might have to agree with the number 2.
Yeah, I mean, nothing will ever beat Interstellar.
Interstellar for me was crazy.
And anybody who
I also
want to
watch
Interstellar
Interstellar like the most.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of I want to watch a sad movie, Interstellar's number one.
I watch those clips
How many,
all the time.
Yeah, how many times do we say "Don't let me leave, Murph"?
Yeah, that's in my lexicon way too much.
Dude, I've made like 3 shorts that have that scene in it. Like just scenes
Him just crying. At
It
the
also
end.
it might be his most memeable movie too.
It is, yeah.
I also think you like Interstellar better because Matthew McConaughey he
so
cries.
good.
He cries.
So good.
I mean, yeah,
If we saw-
Oppenheimer's almost too much of a robot.
He's too stoic,
Yeah.
too sciencey.
There's just a lot going on in Oppenheimer.
No, dude. Fucking Avatar right now has the largest worldwide gross.
Oh, they did do just like a re-release not that long ago.
Yeah, Titanic's losing by $700 million.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those two re-released too much. All right.
That's true.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
Jim-
cheating.
Jimmy loves his money, though. That's
Yeah.
why.
Every summer they do a re-release, so I would like to see the numbers without.
And it's too
re-releases.
close to the submarine accident to do Titanic
Yeah,
again.
well, yeah, you can't do that again.
I mean, I think people were pulling for it, and then they were like, "No, we're not fucking doing that."
You know what's crazy? That Jurassic World is number 8 all
Get
time.
the fuck out of here, man.
No,
It
dude.
killed
I'm serious.
overseas.
I mean,
I
shit.
never saw that one.
The animated Lion King is number 9.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like,
Furious 7 is number 11.
yeah. I mean, it's like 2 Avengers movies, 2 Avatar movies are in
No.
the top 5.
How about try 3 Avengers movies, a Star Wars movie, a Spider-Man movie?
And that's top 10?
Yeah.
What's the top 5 though?
Top 5 is Avatar 1,
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame, Avatar The Way of Water, Titanic, Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Oh, that's the other big one I forgot about.
Yuck. The Force Awakens icky.
People love that movie though.
People are dumb.
I mean, you're gonna always get the nostalgia on that though because they brought back the big.
That's
3.
kind of wild that both Avatars are in the top 5.
Especially because the new Avatar
He's
came
a-
out recently.
Bro, Avatars are almost 1 and 2.
He's a money printer, dude.
He really is.
and they're not even that good.
They're not.
Avatar 2 was good.
Was fine.
Was
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
better for sure.
It's not like, oh, top 5, take my money.
No,
just
absolutely
no.
not. No,
It's
absolutely
not.
not.
Like-
Not even from a spectacle standpoint is not that.
Now that's a film I'm not gonna see at home.
No, absolutely not. If you watch Avatar 2 at home, you're a fucking psychopath.
I just don't want to watch it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it has nothing to do with anything other than I don't.
I
want
really
it.
didn't want to watch it the first time.
This changed the way we review Oscar movies.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not
That's
doing
true.
it again.
Yeah.
We're not.
We voted on that.
Yeah, it literally changed the way we run a segment that we've been doing for 3 years.
I honestly hope Killian gets something off of this.
He's
man.
getting nominated. There's no way he doesn't.
Who's beating him right now, though? We've seen a lot of the
Tom
major
Holland? I
releases.
don't
No. Even with all the back shots, he's not beating him.
No. And that show sucks.
Oh, does
Yeah,
it?
yeah. He has like 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
wow.
yeah, it's
That's
bad,
rough.
bad.
So, we've seen a lot of the movies that are probably going to get nominated for Oscars, especially when it comes to Best Actor. Who do you think is even
Unless
held a
something-
candle to him?
Unless something comes out from
I mean,
Fall.
it can, right?
Fall.
People are
People
gonna
do
say-
that all the time, though.
You want to
Yeah.
say Bo's Afraid?
No
There's no
fucking...
way he wins again.
One,
Oh, he won it.
I didn't see the movie. 2, there's no way Joaquin Phoenix did that.
He did
good
win
of
for
a
Joker.
performance.
Oh, okay.
Did he win for Joker?
Yeah. I
didn't know
Or was he
that.
nominated?
Because there's only 2 roles that 2 people have played the same character. It's the Godfather character and his Joker. 2 people have won Oscars for it.
Got it.
And then he's also been nominated a lot. Like,
Yeah,
there's
oh,
not
yeah.
gonna give it to him. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
who saw Beau is Afraid? I don't think
Not that
any of
many
the nominators have even seen it.
no.
I'm a huge fan of the director, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna see it eventually.
I saw it.
I'm obviously we're like missing some. I'm just like I'm thinking
pulling-
too much about the year before is
I'm
the
pulling
issue.
my list.
Yeah, I'm pulling up movies that came out in 2023.
Yeah, like what's gonna be interesting though is because what's also gonna help though is the end of the year movies that are probably gonna get pushed to the next year. So like that's also gonna help.
I mean, those are the ones I've seen. I don't know.
Yeah,
the full-
yeah. Yeah.
Sound of Freedom.
Oh, he's
That's
probably,
totally
he's
gonna get
probably
nominated, dude.
supporting, right?
Who?
From Barbie, Gosling.
He's not gonna get nominated, but he would be. He would be.
I think he's
supporting.
gonna get nominated. I really do.
So, movies that have released in the year of our Lord 2023, we have Megan, The Old Way, The Devil Conspiracy, Plane, House Party, Sick, The Drop, Dog Gone, There's Something Wrong with the Children, Missing the Son, Brothers, Teen Wolf the Movie,
That was a banger.
Knock at the Cabin.
Does Dave Bautista get nominated?
Nah,
Fuck
I don't
no,
think so.
absolutely not. One, He'd be supporting.
True.
Because one of the two dads would be the lead, whichever one was alive at the end. I can't remember.
I wouldn't nominate either.
I don't think Jonathan Groff was the one who died, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other guy, Eric Bana, not getting the nomination. No fucking way.
Yeah.
We got Magic Mike's Last Dance.
Nope.
80 for Brady.
Salma Hayek, who knows?
Salma Hayek,
It's a
who
different
knows?
category.
Yeah.
We're talking about best actor.
Somebody that I used to know. I don't know this, but I love that song.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium.
Nope.
Cocaine Bear.
Nope.
Jesus Revolution. I don't know, but that sounds rad.
That movie is kind of cool. Like it's like about like hippies and stuff like that. I'm saying, but that guy that stars in it is not gonna get nominated.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Creed 3.
No.
Absolutely
Nope.
not. Children of the Corn for Shudder. Nope.
No.
Scream 6. No.
Nah, it's a horror movie.
65. Adam Driver.
You suck.
I hear that movie's terrible.
I hated that movie, yeah.
Yeah.
So Nick talked about going to the movies, and he's
Yeah.
like, I had the choice between seeing 65 and what other movie came out that week?
Something good, probably.
Yeah. I think it was Scream 6, and he's like, I went to see 65.
Yeah.
I was like,
it could have been
up.
cool
He
though.
messed up.
Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
Definitely not.
Boston Strangler, maybe.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I don't know either. John Wick Chapter 4.
They're not gonna give it to Keanu.
They're not giving it to action movies.
He's practically supporting that movie.
Tetris.
So that got some like rave about it. I haven't looked at it.
People liked it.
Maybe because like they didn't give him Rocket Man. Like they're gonna be like, you know what? We did not.
Here you go, man.
I mean, he was better in Rocket Man than Rami Malek was in goddamn Bohemian Rhapsody.
You mean movie that was fucking absolute dog shit? Yeah. Anybody was better than that movie.
That's the only thing where I'm like, okay, maybe. I don't think so, but maybe.
The only other one could be Air.
Air, yeah.
Air, you think Matt Damon is gonna be nominated for Best Actor for Air?
Maybe.
I'll give it a strong maybe.
He's definitely not gonna be Cillian Murphy though.
No.
No.
I don't even think a movie has come out where somebody can even hold a candle to him.
But we know,
Nicholas Hoult in Renfield.
Fuck no.
No. Do they give it to Leo?
For what?
The movie's gonna come out with Scorsese. Is it Scorsese that's doing it?
It's Scorsese, yeah.
Maybe it's the guy from Big George Foreman, The Miraculous Story of
I wanted to see that so bad.
No, bro, stop.
I wanted to see that so bad.
So bad.
I'm sure you wanted to.
Yeah, but don't.
The Killing of a Flower Moon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
when is that supposed to come out though?
It's like a fall release, I think. It's an Oscar-bait film, and it
honestly looks good.
It looks great. I mean, I think he's getting nominated. I mean, if they do like 10, like we're already like halfway through the year.
Yeah, we are.
I think you're right though, Joe. I think nothing has come out so far.
Nothing's come out so far. The
Killian?
Meg 2 The Trench though comes out next week.
What the fuck?
So, but he right now is the front runner. I don't think it's up for debate. He's the front runner.
No one could look at a camera deadpan like he can, man.
That's true. That dude's
You
dead
haven't seen
behind the
Wednesday?
eyes. Oh,
She's deadpan the whole movie
Okay.
or the whole show.
yeah, she does it for 13 hours, Eric.
Yeah, you're right.
So maybe Killian could learn a thing or two. Maybe he could fucking peek behind those blinders.
But currently, like, I haven't even seen the movie. Say the movie's it's like high caliber. It's Killian 1, and then 2 would be Oh Boy.
Killers of the Flower Moon comes out October 6th on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah, Leo.
And theaters.
For what, a week?
The commercial I saw said theaters.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know it was coming out anything other than theaters.
Good. Now I really don't have to get a fucking Apple Plus subscription.
I
Fuck
saw that and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Doom Part 2.
It's been pushed to next year.
Fuck!
And no one's gonna win that shit, dude.
No, you don't know. Timothy Chalamet, you know.
Oh,
Dude,
Willy Wonka.
Hey,
He
low-key
can
though,
Willy some Wonkas.
I saw a meme where it's like Adam Sandler finally found his Pippin because him and Timothy Chalamet have been playing basketball a lot.
Oh, really?
Fuck outta
it was
here.
funny.
That's my Pippin. That's my Scotty. The Marvels. Did that get pushed back too?
No, not yet. I don't think it will though because Disney got to put out something.
You what?
Disney has to put out something. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, man. Yeah, this might be his year.
It's him and Leo and nobody else.
That's it. Yeah, because let me tell you, from all the movies I've
Short
seen,
ass list.
it's a short list.
So there's gonna be some independent films.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude, is the Gran Turismo or what is it called?
Gran Turismo. Yeah.
Yeah, is that gonna be good?
It looks good.
That's gonna be a sleeper though. Like Stone, that young kid could put a sleeper performance.
He's not gonna win.
They're
Best
not gonna
actor.
get nominated for anything, but it's gonna be a good movie.
But no, that's one of those
it'll
things.
be fun
because there's such a small list. Something weird is someone's gonna get nominated.
That's
Just because they gotta
That's not
film
gonna
a
be
spot.
They gotta get 10.
Maybe.
Joaquin Phoenix is gonna be nominated before that guy does.
No, sure.
Yeah.
He'll take a spot.
Or Alexander Skarsgård from
Infinity Pool.
yeah.
That didn't even come out this year, did
Oh,
it?
that was the last year one. Oh,
I'm gonna
fuck.
look it right now.
I thought it was like January.
I saw it in January.
Infinity Pool. No, man.
Is
Nope. It was last year, 2022. Had to been December, I guess.
Yeah, late.
what about the new Pearl X? Did that come out this year?
I didn't see it.
Dean?
Yeah, I don't know when that's supposed to come out. I didn't even know they were done with
Nope.
it.
Damn.
They pushed it probably.
Well, yeah,
of the
not
strike.
much then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, can you see like October, November, December on whatever you're looking at?
Yeah, I went
What
through
if,
the
what if the Oscars gets canceled? They're like, fuck this.
That also might happen. The Oscars might get
Bro.
pushed because no one's gonna go.
That'd be fucking
They can't go.
tragic. Yeah, they couldn't. They got to fix this shit. Okay, so what do you want to know from October, November, December?
It's like,
You want me to read these bitches? Because I'll fucking read them.
who are any studios that are be like? I was like, an 8. Is there an A24 coming out?
We got Killers of the Flower Moon. What is this damsel?
Is Talk to Me gonna be any good?
Yes, Talk to Me is like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's a horror movie.
Horror, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So just
You
completely write it out.
automatically like say nah when it's
No.
horror.
Or an action movie, you automatically say no to it.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing shit
I mean, if
from
Tom
A24.
Cruise couldn't get nominated for Maverick, you know.
Fucking Christ, yeah.
Nah, there's nothing in the back half. It looks like,
Yeah.
unless
Damn.
it's just a bunch of shit that I don't recognize because I
Dead-ass
haven't
year.
been finding it. 2023 might be the worst year for film.
Yeah.
But also the best.
I mean, Barbie and Oppenheimer. Yeah, really.
Nothing like this will ever happen for another 10 years.
No, it happened apparently in the 2000s.
But no, it's since the 60s that both have strike, though, is the big part. Like the
Oh well,
actors and the
yeah.
writers.
Next year and the year after that are going to be the two worst years in film ever.
Yeah.
for sure.
Uh-huh. I mean, television is supposed to be really bad.
Chat GPT about to go.
Oh fuck, we're working too hard, boss.
You're gonna see such a push for reality TV next year. It's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna be watching a bunch of laters.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
more Sooners for sure. Well, I'm about to cancel my fucking A-list membership.
But
Fuck
no, you
this.
know what's gonna help though? The top half of the year is all the stuff that got pushed. Because like Dune 2 is gonna still come out.
If it can come out.
Yeah. I mean,
If
I
they
mean, we
got to
don't
do
know.
reshoots, that's a done deal. They can't do nothing.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to give it to Killian 2 years back and back.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Going back.
You won for literally the same role 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
All right, we've been doing this for an hour. I'm gonna move to the questions.
Let's do
unless
it.
anybody's got anything.
James,
No, I'm
you
good.
better not have anything.
I can't make that promise.
Oh, no.
Then look,
Oh no.
James, what was your favorite part of Oppenheimer?
My girl Florence Pugh just being chaotic.
Dude, she really is chaotic.
Did someone kill her?
We don't know.
Look,
It could be not.
I think Christopher Nolan went, but what if though?
I mean,
Which is kind of crazy.
there
that
was
he
some
did
like
that.
hair on the pillow that I was like, that wouldn't happen.
Well,
if
no,
you-"
you literally see the
Yeah.
hands holding her under the water.
I know, but it still left a little too ambiguous for me. And it's like it's not like they hold that scene. It's like
It's so fast, but it feels so long.
yeah, it's shot in a way where you're like, are these her hands?
These are hands holding her own hand down. The what? No, she
Yeah.
wore. What'd she do? She put gloves on.
She could have.
Hell no.
Look
I'm not
fancy.
communist. I don't know how they think.
I'm not communist. Jesus fucking Christ. Eric, what's your favorite part of the movie?
Killian for me, dude. His performance, the anxiety attacks that he would get hit by, that shit was hot.
Dude, that first time we see him hit you with the I am become death, destroy your worlds, that shit was kind of fucking crazy. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, that scene.
And a lot of people were pissed off online about it. They were like, what's the point of this unnecessary nudity that's so fucking
He was
weird?
a womanizer, dude.
I mean, and
they've backed it hard though. That obviously everyone that's working on it, they're like, no, it was vital. It was needed.
it was vital.
They said literally verbatim.
No, I'm sure. I love that. I love that choice of words. This shit was absolutely
Vital.
necessary.
Yeah.
Y'all can't even comprehend how important this shit was.
Because they needed.
I think it's so funny.
They needed to show why he would risk, like, with everything going on, that relationship.
Yeah, and I mean, I think at no point was I like, this titty is unnecessary titty, you know? Like, it's not like the first season of Game of Thrones where they're just throwing booby around for no reason. Like, this makes sense. He's in love with this woman.
It's for like 10 minutes of a 3-hour movie.
Is it even 10 minutes?
It's probably not. It's probably like 4.
Yeah, I think it's like
3.
4.
I mean, it feels like 10 minutes in a good way.
I mean, I was really holding on to every second.
I was like, I hope it never ends.
Please never end. But that scene is so fucking crazy. I think, like, for real though, if I'm talking about like my favorite scene in the whole movie, it might be the scene where he's in the gymnasium giving the speech. That scene is so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then he walks out, there's 2 people fucking and 2 people crying. It's so
Dude,
good.
The lady's like face like decays. Like,
I mean, yeah, when you see her face like tearing off her body, it's wild.
It's
It's a
crazy.
fever
Yeah.
dream and it's so good. I think that shit is so rad. James, what is your least favorite part of Oppenheimer? Oh wait, really quick. Risenheimer. He's the Risenheimer. Go ahead.
Riz. When
I
you're-
become
when you're-
Riz,
you're a
destroyer of
genius.
puss.
I guess, I mean, I understand like it's unfolding throughout the whole movie, but when it's like, oh, this is all about like Robbie Downey Jr.'s character getting like a seat on like, or getting what is he was getting
cabinet
something,
seat.
a cabinet seat or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's what this is about. I don't really care.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, those scenes are cool, but like the overall impact of it, I was like, I don't really care.
Wow. I kind of liked seeing Robert Downey Jr. being 1, a bad guy, and 2, losing.
Yeah, I mean, he was really good.
Big old
His
loser.
character was cool, and like his acting was great. I just think like
so
in
good.
this like,
And then he
I
got
didn't need it.
You
And
wanted
then
the
he-
bomb, dude. You wanted the...
Yeah, I wanted the bomb.
I kind of liked seeing him get fucked over by Han Solo, though. That shit was pretty rad.
I mean,
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that was the guy who played Han Solo
I didn't
in
know
the
that.
in the Solo movie.
yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
you should watch the Solo movie.
I like how Mr. Robot though came and you thought he was gonna be a villain and he was a hero.
Dude, he dropped.
And I knew it. I felt it when they were in Chicago. I felt he was
I
a
didn't,
hero.
dude.
Oh,
I
no,
thought-
really?
Yeah.
No, they set up him as being the villain because of how much of a dick Robbie was to him.
Yeah. See, I don't know. Like when I was watching it, and like, cause he's like,
Oh no, you were like
the
he's a
s-
fucking ride or die.
So like, if he was the main guy talking to him, I would have been like, okay, sure. But he was kind of like in the background.
Yeah.
So then, but also too, like I love the line of being like where he's from, Chicago, or what is it called? The place they were at?
Los Alamos.
Los Alamos.
Yeah.
It's like it was ran like a cult, and I was like, yeah, it kind of was.
Now those people just loved him.
I mean, you're
They
giving a
idolize
job.
him.
You're giving like work on a cool project. You're getting everything you need.
Science.
Yeah, science.
Economics. What was your
What's
least
up?
favorite part?
Not enough bombs. No, I don't know.
Man, my bombs.
I honestly can't think of one to be fair. To be honest, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, how about you guys nitpick like me? All right. How
Bro,
about you guys
I
nitpick?
feel like I am
trying.
pretty fucking nitpicky, and I just can't. I was just in it. I think at first.
Oh, I got one.
Go ahead, Eric.
Boom 'em.
When it would go from full 70 millimeter to
I agree with you.
That.
So the way that the movie was edited, he didn't shoot entire sequences in 70 millimeter. Sometimes.
Oh, that's weird.
Sometimes it was of a 15-second section, a second would be in 70, and then it would go back to 35, and then 70, and then 35. There were what would you say, a handful of times that happened throughout the film where it was like, bro,
it was noticeable.
why even fucking use the one frame of 70 millimeter? What did I get out of that?
Yeah.
That was the most fucking annoying part about seeing it in 70
you know how
millimeter.
heavy and long that would have been if he did the whole thing like that?
I would have
It should have been
fucking rather.
2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
You would have been like, yeah, this thing's 36 city blocks.
We had to airdrop
Yeah.
it in
Yeah.
It would have only been shown in one theater.
an outdoor theater so that they could have all the shit.
Yeah.
But like,
They wouldn't have had they couldn't have played it, I feel.
no, they wouldn't.
It wouldn't
be
have
able to.
fit.
Yeah, but like, just leave the random bits out.
sure,
it's
sure.
not fucking hard, man.
yeah,
I know you shot it that
Just
way. but, like,
reshoot it.
yeah, it's not hard.
Only show the full sequences you got. And then, yeah.
Because, bro, that was more distracting than the music being too loud in the first hour. That's how bad it was.
For sure.
It was so
I don't
rough.
like anytime there's like shifts and stuff. Like, so
But,
like.
yeah.
But like there was it has to catch so much more of the top and bottom that the shift was really like whoa,
Noticeable, yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
And it's also wider, too.
yeah, it was
You were
so
zooming
bad.
in and out.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh fuck, I don't even know exactly where to look. But I think other than that, and like he just unlocked a whole nother part of my fucking brain that I like shoved deep down. At first, when it jumped into the political drama part, I was like, yeah, but bomb go boom. Why are we here?
Yeah.
And then the more we got into it, the more I like fell into the groove of it. But I think the initial shock of, bomb go boom, and then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we're here for another 45 minutes, huh? I mean, the movie could have been 2:15.
So
And I think a lot of people would have been happy with it.
Yeah.
But I do think it's better with the extra 45 minutes. But I could understand an argument for a 2:15 Oppenheimer movie that stops at the bombs.
The layman cut.
yeah.
So like real quick though, the day I watched that movie sold when I knew Albert Einstein was still alive, like when that happened. I had zero idea. I was
Me
like,
either.
I was
Me
like,
either.
I was like, and then he lived for like another 10 years after.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, and then he wasn't on the project. I was like,
I knew
what?
that. I knew that he wasn't on the project.
I thought he wasn't on the project because he was dead though.
no, I thought.
Like, isn't that crazy that you're
Yeah.
like, yo, this motherfucking legend in the field is
I was like-
just he's just chilling.
I
at
was
the
like,
pond.
how? He was born like the 1800s. Like, well, technically yes, but it was late 1800s.
Yeah.
I was like, no, dude, like Newton, like Ben Franklin. Like it was crazy.
I mean, when I saw him, I was like, yo, I guess that math does work out though, huh? Hey, do the tongue thing, brother.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I got hit with that like, oh fuck. Wait, he's alive. All right, we got questions. Cinema score. Would we rent it?
No.
Nah.
No. Would we buy this movie physically?
No.
No. Oh yes, Steelbook.
Steelbook.
Steelbook for sure. Oh, if that Steelbook's not a fucking atom bomb, I'm gonna be pissed.
If it doesn't come with, weaponized plutonium, I don't want
Dude,
it.
if it doesn't come with some ash of some people that got wiped out by the atom bomb, I'm gonna be a little mad.
If the back of it ain't Florence Pugh, I don't want it.
If it's not the back of Florence View, I don't want
I
it.
don't want it.
Would we buy this movie digitally?
No.
Nah.
No. Would you buy this movie in the $7.99 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Voodoo?
It'll never be that low.
I don't think it'll ever. If it is, it's a steal. I'm buying it for
DVD.
somebody
Now
else.
hold on, though.
It's a DVD.
He might put it on DVD so he can enjoy it for himself.
In
He
that case,
also-
I will.
But he also said he's like watching movies on phones is fine,
Yeah, I
which
seen
is
that.
fucking crazy.
It
to
depends
me.
on the movie. But
Well, yeah.
yeah.
But even then, it's like
if
I
I'm watching American Pie, I'm good.
yeah, I'm listening to the jokes at that point. Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
No.
No.
I wouldn't.
Could you imagine if you did though, and then it's just Florence Pugh movie? And
I mean,
you're
the
like,
good thing is you only got to change the movie maybe once.
yeah. I mean, if the party's going for two Oppenheimers, that's
Yeah.
a fucking rager.
Yeah.
You're really booting and rallying there. Would you watch this again? Fuck yeah,
I
dude.
did.
I'll watch it one more time.
I should have gone to go see it in theaters again, but
Yeah.
I can't do that again.
I'm just curious how it is at home. Like, I'm just curious the way it's like, how it feels.
I'm gonna have to watch it at home when nobody's home though.
But no. Like, I think,
Or you want to know how it is when one of the kids are yelling
like,
and
in
screaming
a
and shitting.
natural, like, I'm watching a movie
Dogs
environment.
barking.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
you're like, you can't focus as much. Is it still, like, with my undivided attention, it's great. But now, how is it when I have my divided attention?
You gotta go closed captions.
Yeah, for sure.
You
for sure.
cannot watch this movie in an at-home environment with everybody at home without the captions on.
Yeah.
You'd be lost as fuck. You'd be like, what is he saying here?
Yeah.
Who is that? Boar? Who the fuck is a
I mean,
boar?
there's a lot of names.
So many
lot of
fucking
foreign names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This Hitler guy? Who even is that guy?
Never heard of him.
Kanye West wouldn't shut up about him.
Yeah, there you go. I heard about Kanye.
And then we all recommended it. So that leaves the ratings, which I'm going to get to. Y'all just give me a second. Vamp.
Dead air.
We don't like that dead air.
I like
We don't like that.
I like
dead
that the
air.
screaming dead air. is the way to put it. All right, I got the rankings.
I'm vamping here.
I'm fucking vamping here. There's no dead air here. Chef.
They call me Robert J. Oppenheimer. The J stands for the juice.
They call me Robert Juice Oppenheimer.
The juices do be flowing.
Dead
Dead air.
Die faster, goddammit.
Son of a bitch! I can't. I'm stuck here. What the hell are you giving Oppenheimer?
I'm giving Oppenheimer 10 out of 10 megatons.
A lot of megatons.
James, what are you giving Oppenheimer?
I will give
7.5.
it 8.5
Damn.
side pieces.
Side pieces.
Communist side.
I mean, communists.
I mean, they weren't all communists, right? Or were they?
No, his side pieces were all communists.
Yeah.
He
It's
loves.
it's
He's a fan of the communist
Florence
coochie.
Pugh. Oh no, yeah, they were, yeah. Because was a blonde lady also communist?
Emily Blunt, you mean?
No. There's like a blonde lady that she's like.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
He met her at a communist soiree, I thought
Okay.
too.
Yep.
And then Emily Blunt was also a communist.
for sure.
I guess that.
Hey man, she
that
puts
gorilla-
the hammer down in that
Dude,
scene though.
that gorilla grip communist coochie is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean after old girl's death when he slaps her, or when she slaps him
You
and
know,
she's
it's
like,
when a boy
"Look at
thinks
your
he has
shit."
the upper hand and she flips a switch. She goes from
Brother.
being like, "Oh, I'm a damsel in distress," to being like, "No, I am distressed."
Yeah.
And that's literally
You think that of me?
that's verbatim.
Oh, is it from her deposition? That's fucking crazy. Oh, I love that.
Dude, I'm a writer, obviously.
I'm a writer.
we actually got a project we're working on. We just haven't got around to it.
What do I give this though? What do I give this though?
7.
What did I give Interstellar?
See, the thing is,
Do we?
I have to give it under Interstellar, and I don't know what I gave under Interstellar.
You gave Interstellar a 9.
See, I'm a fucking
Eric
I'm a
gave
coward.
Interstellar a 9.9. I gave
Respect.
Interstellar a 9.9.
Respect.
I'm a coward.
Respect.
I don't want to give this movie less than a 10 though. All right. I guess.
A 9.8.
I guess I'm giving Oppenheimer a 9.9, with the understanding that in 40 more reviews, I'm gonna give Interstellar a 10.
10, yeah.
Like it fucking deserves.
I'm really a coward. Like, I didn't want to give 10s.
Bro, I don't think you've ever given
never
a 10.
given a 10.
No, I have. Into the Spider-Verse, or whatever the first one is. Spider.
Apparently, probably.
Okay, he gave.
It's like, oh, one
piece
was
of
funny,
shit.
right?
He gave Top Gun 2 a 103 because that's what he hit when he was fucking
Yeah.
in the ship.
Yeah.
And then he gave Blue Bayou a 10,
That movie's a 10
Spider-Verse a 10,
Yeah.
and Logan a 10.
Jesus.
You didn't like Across the Spider-Verse as much as Into the Spider-Verse?
No,
Wow, you're crazy.
I said it during the review.
You're a
actually,
coward.
Man, you act like I remember what we talk about. You are a fucking coward. Both those movies are 10s. The animation, I think, is what pulls it forward.
yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerLaterTV for our review of Oppenheimer. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias @SoonerLaterTV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays, typically at 7 p.m., but we're doing more streams after this, so you caught this one at 5 or 4 p.m., you can catch us on all podcasting platforms and on YouTube on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. when we post our spoiler-free and our spoiler-full reviews of all of our movies. So, tune in next week for our review of something else. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.